I want to start today with a pretty uncomfortable reality.
Okay.
We are living in what is, I mean, you could argue it's the golden age of productivity.
Oh, absolutely. The apps, the
Yeah, we
systems.
have all of it.
Yeah.
The smart journals, the Kanban boards, the endless notifications telling you to stand up or drink water.
Right.
We've never been better at planning our success. And
Yeah.
yet, if you look at the data, or I mean, honestly, just look around your own friend group,
Hmm.
the actual success rate of those big life-changing goals, it hasn't really budged.
It is the great paradox, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the paradox of modern self-help. We have more maps than ever, but people just seem to be getting lost more often.
Exactly. And the source material we're deep diving into today suggests that, well, maybe the map itself is the problem.
Or the way we're reading it.
Or the order in which we look at the map, yeah.
Yeah.
We're unpacking the teachings of Brad Sugars today.
Right. The founder of Action Coach.
Huge figure in business coaching, and he makes this claim that, frankly, it just stops you in your tracks.
It really does. He points to a specific question, a question that most, responsible, logical people ask right after setting a goal.
It's the question that makes you feel like you're being an adult.
Yes. And he calls it the single most dangerous question you can ask,
The question is, how am I going to do this?
which it sounds completely insane at first, doesn't it?
Total.
I mean, how is the bridge? How is the strategy? If I don't ask how, am I not just, wishing on a star?
Exactly. But Sugars argues that asking how too early is the #1 reason people stay stuck.
In mediocrity.
So today, our mission is to basically dismantle that goal, plan, act model that we were all taught in school
And replace it.
and replace it with what Sugars calls the 30x life formula. And just a heads up for you listening right now, if you're the type person who loves buying the course but hates finishing it.
Or you have that business idea that's been in a notebook for 3 years.
Yes, this one is specifically for you.
And this isn't just about business,
Mhm.
It's really about the mechanics of achievement itself. Right. And to really understand why he has such a problem with the how question, we have to go back, like 30 years back.
Okay.
Because this wasn't some theory he just came up with in a library. It was born out of a personal catastrophe.
It's a pretty classic rise and fall story, but the details are what matter here. He was a young guy, a prodigy, right?
Was, yeah. In his early 20s, Shivers was already flying high. He was running a company, making some serious money.
I thought I had it all figured out.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then he got a really brutal lesson in partnership. As he puts it, he found out his business partners liked his money more than they liked him.
That is a very polite way of saying they cleaned him out.
Completely. They took all the funds and just disappeared.
Wow.
So, picture it. You're a young mogul one day, and the next, you're literally moving back into your childhood bedroom.
Broke. With your parents.
Your entire identity is just
Okay.
shattered.
See, that's the moment where most people would pivot to safety. You go get a job, you keep your head down.
You mourn the loss.
You mourn the loss of the money, and you tell yourself, well, at least I tried.
And that's exactly where he was. He's sitting there, feeling sorry for himself, staring at the ceiling and asking that question. What am I going to do? How do I get it all back?
And his father comes in.
His father walks in and gives him a piece of advice that really, it frames this entire deep dive.
And it wasn't exactly a shoulder to cry on.
Not at all.
No.
His dad just asked him, Brad, you've made $1 million already, right?
Eh.
And Brad says, yeah, but it's gone.
And his dad just says,
I'll look again.
it sounds so dismissive on the surface.
A little bit.